Now we are going to go ahead and transition to seniors, Dr. Judy. We know as our furry companions age that their health needs change as well. So, Dr. Judy, thank you for sticking with us. Tell us some key nutritional considerations for our senior canine companions.
So, for a lot of these dogs, they've got decreased metabolism. They're not as active. They're not moving as much. They may have some arthritic issues. They may have other challenges with vision and hearing. So, we need to make sure that we are supporting their joint health as well as we can. Again, supporting good dental health. And as their metabolism is slowing down, we want to make sure that we are doing that portion control. But senior dogs require higher doses of vitamin C and vitamin E, which are antioxidant vitamins. So we can get that through whole food nutrition. They need high quality, easily digestible protein because their guts don't work as well as they used to. And they need actually higher levels of some of the trace minerals, iron, copper, zinc, and manganese to support their coats, to support their skin, to support their tendons and ligaments. And then we want some natural sources of glucosamine and chondroitin, like the deer antler velvet, green lip mussels, bone broth, those sorts of things. And essential fatty acids, which are the omega-3s, EPA, DHA, found in fish oil, krill oil, phytoplankton, really critical for these guys because that supports kidney health, heart health, joint health, brain health. And a lot of these seniors, we're starting to get some cognitive problems. So we want to make sure we are
Yes.
supporting all of that.
Yes, that definitely happened to my 17-year-old dog before she passed. She started getting so disoriented,
Yeah.
especially at night. I would just hear her little walking around the house and going in circles and trying to find her way. I mean, it's really heartbreaking. So, Dr. Judy, is there anything in particular that we can do? Is there a Constitution's diet formula that you recommend for seniors? Taking neurological health into consideration, but really taking all of their needs into consideration.
So now we're in the water portion of life.
Yes. Okay.
So that's when we get kind of weepy and fearful. And the water element is the kidneys and the bladder, but it also is responsible for bone health, nerve health, brain health, and dental health. So feeding the water element during the water time of life really helps support it. So we've got things in that are really going to support that joint health and support that nerve health. Lion's mane mushroom is another really awesome supplement for our seniors to support neurologic health. So for those who are starting to have some mobility issues, maybe their nerves aren't functioning as well as they used to, or they're having that cognitive dysfunction, lion's mane can be really helpful.
All right, now we're going to bring Dr. Judy back in. We want to continue on with our Mythbusters. It's a very important part of our show. So, Dr. Judy, are you ready to do this again to debunk
Sure.
some common misconceptions with our senior dogs? Just how senior dogs, should they eat less? There we go. Should they eat less to prevent weight gain? What is your take on that?
Well, they do have lower energy requirements, but feeding less is going to give us nutrient deficiencies.
Right.
So, especially when you read the labels on food that's made for all life stages, those foods that are made for all life stages usually are geared toward an adult active dog. And our seniors are going to be less active. So if we say, okay, well, I need to restrict calories, so I'll feed less than what is required for that adult active dog. Now we're not putting enough food in the bowl to get all the vitamins and minerals that the senior needs. So I prefer to have a food that is made geared more towards seniors because they do have different requirements as far as needing those extra vitamins and minerals, and they need a really highly digestible, high quality protein source. We don't want to restrict their protein. We don't want to get muscle wasting. We want strong muscles, particularly in our seniors. We want to keep them mobile for as long as possible. So we really want to focus on nutrient dense meals that are tailored more for the senior.
Myth number 2, senior dogs need high carb diets for energy.
No, it's they have
No.
again, they still have 0 requirement for carbs.
Right.
So they need those healthy fats to help keep weight on them. They need those high quality, highly digestible proteins to support that muscle. And carbohydrates, we do have some dogs in seniors that are losing weight, and some carbs may be helpful. One of my favorite carbs, if I have to use one, is sweet potato because it's still pretty darn healthy. It's a good fiber source. It packs a
Love it.
punch as far as vitamins and minerals. So a baked sweet potato added to their food can sometimes help keep a little bit of meat on their bones. And if they can tolerate it, a little bit higher fat level in the diet.
Okay, myth number 3, senior dogs should avoid protein to protect their kidneys.
Absolutely not. The only time we restrict protein intake is with dogs with advanced kidney disease, and I'm not talking about stage 1 and stage 2 dogs. I'm not even sure I would restrict protein in stage 3 dogs. Stage 4, we're probably going to have to, because they're building up too many protein waste products in the bloodstream. It's more important to worry about the phosphorus content, but again, not until we get in those later stages of kidney disease. So for most seniors, we need those really high quality proteins and we don't want to restrict them. We do not want muscle wasting. Otherwise, if we get muscle wasting, they're going to be immobile.
Myth number 4, senior dogs can't digest fiber-rich foods.
Wrong.
Wrong.
So
You mentioned sweet potatoes, right?
yeah, that's a great source of fiber. So fiber
Yes.
is actually beneficial for seniors. It aids digestion. It's the prebiotic. Fiber is the
Yes.
prebiotic, which is the food for the probiotics, which is the good bacteria, good viruses, good yeast that live in the large intestine. And those are so critical. They produce a lot of the vitamins that feed the brain, that feed the body. So we want to have healthy digestion, healthy gut, and we get that by having fiber, in a good high quality fiber source in the diet.
And finally, myth number 5, senior dogs don't need as much water as younger dogs.
Well, they probably need more.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Dr. Judy.
We
Yes.
want to keep the water spigot turned on. We want the water going in one end and out the other. That's how we keep the kidneys healthy. We flush the system. That's how we keep the
Yes.
bladder healthy. So if we don't want crystals and bladder stones and all those problems, we want to have moisture in and moisture out.
All right. Oh, we so love our senior dogs. Thank you so much, Dr. Judy. Can you go ahead and share your top 5 health tips for our senior dogs?
Sure. So we talked about regular veterinary visits earlier for the younger dogs. With our seniors, we got to ramp it up. These need to get in and get a thorough physical exam with lab work at least every 6 months, if not more often. Particularly if you have seniors who are on chronic medications, whether it's for arthritis, heart disease, whatever is going on, you need to be very proactive with monitoring liver health, kidney health, and make sure that any medications that they're on are not causing side effects that you can't see from the outside. So really critical. And our seniors are the most representative population for cancers, tumors, lumps and bumps. So really important to have all that checked out at least twice a year for the seniors. Second, balanced nutrition. We want to make sure that they're getting all those vitamins and minerals that they need. And one thing that I will say is that most of our pets, even if they are on a balanced, high quality diet, are going to be low in vitamin D as seniors. So when you're getting that lab work, it's really critical to ask for a vitamin D test. It is not commonly included with routine lab work, but low vitamin D contributes to cancer, heart disease, kidney disease, digestive upsets. So many things are caused by low vitamin D. So you want to test. You don't want to just supplement vitamin D without knowing what their level is, because too much vitamin D is toxic to the kidneys and they'll die. Don't ever give them a human vitamin D supplement, but I do recommend testing. Weight management, very important. If these kids are obese, they already have trouble with mobility, most of them. So if they're obese, that is going to be an even bigger problem for them. Again, exercise and mental stimulation, even though they may not be as mobile, they need just as much or probably more mental stimulation because cognitive dysfunction may be starting to set in. So if they're not that mobile, find things like puzzle toys that they can do. And then you can do safari's inside the house where you hide treats and they don't have to move very far to look for things. Make sure, and then the fifth thing is comfort and safety. So slippery floors are a senior dog's worst enemy. I used to have those kind of rubbery puzzle click together pieces that you use in like kids playrooms, and I had runners all through my house for my senior dogs to be able to walk on. There are also things called toe grips that you can put on that are like little rubber bands to help them grip the floor. There's paw friction, which is like a rubber that is glued onto the bottom of their pads, so it gives them something to grip. And make sure they have easy access to their food, water, and potty areas. Make sure that they are getting up and going to the water bowl. And if they're not, if they're having, pain issues and they're not getting enough water, then you may need to take it to them or maybe give them some bone broth or frozen treats or something that is going to increase the moisture level for them.
I love that. Pamper them, right, Dr.
Yes,
Judy? Pamper them a little bit.
exactly.
Thank you so much for sharing valuable insights and all of your expertise. This has been an enlightening discussion today. We have covered a lot of territory. Thanks so much for watching this Dog Mom News clip. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome and informative Dog Mom News content. And while you're at it, ring the bell so that you can find out about more content in real time. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, everyone.